Basketball, Seth Greenberg's club 0-6 against top 25 teams last season. Scotty comes in number 22. Von Tech hung in the game by turning defense into offense early on. Virginia Tech down 3. Trayvon Hughes penetrates. Victor Davila, though, nice block. Hustles down court. Hank Thorns finds Davila, and there you go, up and in. Hokies down 11-10. Later in the half, Keaton Nankiville denied by Czech Jakite. And then on the opposite end, Thorns buries the three. The Hokies down 23-17 into the second half. Badgers up 10. You don't need no stinking Badgers. Hughes sets up Marcus Landry. Landry knocks down the three. 43-30. Scotty, A.D. Vasayo on fire then. Three from the top. Later the half, Vasayo knocks down another three from the top. Minute left, down 4. Vasayo fakes the shot just right at the top of the key. Hokies down 1. 10 seconds left. Wisconsin up 3. Vasayo taking it. Somebody guard Vasayo at 30 points, 24 in the second half, but time remaining 6 seconds. Hughes, I hope Jason Sutherland is not watching this right now. Down it goes with .9 remaining. Wisconsin pulls out the victory for Bo Ryan. 74-72 is your final.
Stay in the state of Indiana.
Yes.
West Lafayette, we're talking Purdue, and the students camping out as early as Monday afternoon for tickets to this game against Duke. Tents lining the outside of Mackey Arena. $500? You're kidding me. Coach K and Duke, 9-0 all-time in the ACC Big Ten Challenge. Will they stay unbeaten Tuesday night? Well, that would have to do with their defense. First half, Duke getting it done on the defensive end. Chris Kramer gets stripped by Gerald Henderson. Look ahead to Nolan Smith, who doesn't miss from there. 12 points for Smith. Then Kramer being pressured. The bad pass into the corner, out of bounds. That's a turnover for Purdue. They had plenty of those. And then Keaton Grant driving. The block by David McClure. Purdue shot 39% and committed 9 turnovers in that first half. Down by just 8 at the break. Second half, Kyle Singler heating up. The three. Singler, 20 points, 12 rebounds. The three was his friend. On fire. Had a lot to smile about, and so did Duke as a team as they out-rebounded Purdue 49-29. More Singler doing his thing, and they held the Boilers to just 37% shooting. Duke goes on to win easily, 76-60. And this
Miami, ACC, Ohio State, Big Ten. First half, Miami at 9, and watch Ohio State's Anthony Crater guarding Jack McClinton. Looks like McClinton takes a swing at Crater here. McClinton would get the ball back and eventually hit the three. Crater ends up on the floor holding his face. We'll look at it again. It appears Crater just takes a swat at McClinton. Certainly the refs think so because they eject him. McClinton finished with 12 points, all from 3, 4 for 4. We're tied at 54. Jeremy Simmons. There you go. Buckeyes lead for the first time in the game. They trail by 14 at half. 5 minutes ago, Buckeyes up 3. Evan Turner, nice 360 dunk. Mama's happy, so everybody's happy. Thad Mott and Buckeyes win at 73-68. I mean, still winless in the challenge.
How about ACC Big Ten Challenge? Iowa, Boston College, Tyrese Rice. Boy, he could do some things. Final seconds, second half, though. Jake Kelly, bad pass to Andrew Brahmer. Brahmer gets fouled by Corey Raji as time runs out. Take another look. Raji clearly grabs Brahmer's arm with some time left on the clock. 0.4 of a second back on the clock. Iowa, one last chance at the free throw line. So the freshman, Brahmer, goes to the line. This guy, 3 of 15 in his career from the line before that miss. Yeah. So that miss costly. Eagles win despite scoring just 1 point in the final 4:45.
Clemson, Illinois, and Champaign, and the teams combined 13-0 this season, so afterwards they'd be 14-1. Final seconds of the first half. Chester Frazier finds Mike Davis, who hits the shot at the buzzer. Illini go to the locker room up 8, 40-32. Mike Davis, 28. Second half, Clemson steal. Casey Rivers lays it in. Clemson takes his first lead of the second half. You got to what orange team you're rooting for there could be confusing for the fans of the Illini. Dimitri McCamey. Illinois pulls within 2. McCamey gets the ball to Frazier. Can't get the shot off to tie. Clemson wins it 76. Gators a perfect 9-0 all-time against the Rattlers. First half. Billy Donovan's club up 1. Little zone defense. Nick Calathis, he'll shoot you right out of that. Gators up 4. He had 16. Florida A&M now in a man defense. Chandler Parson drills a 3. What other defense you got? Box and 1 something? Triangle and 2. Second half, Florida up 14. Check Parsons. He's arrowed. Arrow can't guard you. Florida exerting its dominance on the offensive boards. Keep Parsons again. There he is. Oh, my. Somebody block out. Put a body on that guy. 15 points off the bench for Parsons. Florida wins at 73-58. North Carolina challenging Michigan State at Ford Field in Detroit. Host site for the Final Four in just 17 weeks. Now, a couple seasons ago, there's old Roy Williams, right? Had the team in Atlanta, side of the Final Four, and he said, I stopped the team in the Expressway and said, there's where they are going to play the Final Four. We didn't make it, so I'm never showing them a freaking arena again. Oh, well, we'll see how that shows, right? I mean, you're scheduled in, you got to play.
You got to go there, right?
Tar Heels lost to Georgetown, lead 8 that season. All right, Psycho T's in the game despite having some ankle and left shin injuries. And look, he's still good. 15 points, 7 rebounds in the first half. North Carolina dominating the first half. I like the transition offense. These guys will get out and run. Kalen Lucas drives, blocked by Ed Davis, and look how fast we're going the other way. Danny Green, Wayne Ellington, and just like that, it's in the hoop, too. Carolina up 9. Then off the Chris Allen miss. Go, go, go for UNC. Green ahead to Ellington. Carolina led 53-39 at the half, and then they just kept pouring it on after intermission. Still up 14. Loss in the pass to Hansbrough. And this all-American quality right there. He finished with 25 points, 11 rebounds, 55-39. Now, the team that usually plays at Ford Field has struggled mightily this season.
They will
Detroit
go
Lions.
unnamed.
Lions, no, we got to point them out. Scored 93 points in 6 home games this season at Ford Field. So could Carolina eclipse that total in one? There you go. Lost to Will Graves. Matt Millen, you're fired. Rasheed Wallace likes it. We're up to 73 points. Carolina up 82-54. Lost in the steal. Deion Thompson, John Kitna, Dan Orlovsky out for the season. Bummer. Carolina reaches 84. 90-58, Larry Drew, three-pointer, and we have matched the Lions. Do you want to match the Lions in anything?
No.
93 points. Dante Culpepper, help! 3 minutes to go. Tar Heels still sitting on 93. Ed Davis with the free throw. They are as good as the Lions are putrid.
Well, if Dante came in, he'd do that little thing he does.
Traveling.
Yeah, the Big Ten Challenge in Winston-Salem. Wake Forest shot better than 61% against Indiana. They just took flight against the Hoosiers, John, with an aerial attack. El Farouk Amino. James Johnson back to Amino, the freshman, 2 of his 12. L.D. Williams. LD stands for local delivery.
Oh, I did not know that.
Look at that. 2 guys 16 points. Williams again. They're up 11. James Johnson over Matt Roth. 15 of his 21 in the first half. And Johnson knows he just made SportsCenter. Demon Deeks off to a 7-0 start. Wake Forest 83.
That's what I gave. Auburn, Xavier, SEC A10 mixer. That's B.J. Raymond, who a year ago against the Tigers was 6 of 8 from three-point land, and apparently they misplaced the game film from that one because there you see, he's alone and he hits it. His third 3 of the half. And again, Auburn ignores Raymond, and Raymond, I will not be ignored. 4 of 5 from behind the arc in the first half, and then you see again, nobody's out there. They run out a little late. 20-point Xavier lead. And yeah, that's just terrible. If you get tired of watching him, go ahead and guard him. Raymond, career high 32, career best 7 threes. He says, lock him up. I'll light him up again tomorrow. Kentucky, Lamar, Rupp Arena. First to 4 straight at home for the Wildcats. First half, terrible collision involving teammates. There's the loose ball. Ramon Harris, Michael Porter collide and both go down. Watch it again. Harris and Porter simply run into each other. Guys scrambling and they, looking at the ball, and down we go. Harris is clearly, both men, kids, clearly in pain in this one. Kentucky teammates obviously concerned. Harris has movement in his arms, his legs, was taken to the hospital on a stretcher, said to be alert when he got to the hospital. He'll be there overnight for observation. Porter would receive 10 stitches over his eye in the locker room, come back out and sit on the bench with his teammates. Second half, Kentucky up 95-54. They just run away with it. Jody Meeks dishes to Patrick Patterson, who had a career best 31. Kentucky wins big.
Bruce Pearl looking for his 400th career college coaching win. His Tennessee Volunteers and Tyler Smith hosting UNC Asheville, which just got doubled up by the Tar Heels. Tennessee men's basketball, great history. The Ernie and Bernie Show. Chris Lofton, more than 2,000 games, 8 SEC Players of the Year, but never had the program had a triple-double, ever. All they've accomplished in that great program, not one triple-double. Well, let's see if we can change that here with Tyler Smith. He had 12 points. Final minute, first half, it's a 20-9 Volunteer run. Smith, the rebound, finds Josh Tabb. Smith on a rebound and assist. He finished with 10 boards. You get where we're going here. 12 points, 10 boards. Find Scotty Hobson for 3. There's your 10th assist. The first triple-double in Tennessee men's history. 400th win for Bruce Pearl, 87-69.
Back conference champ, Kansas defending national champ. The advantage then, I would think, Jayhawks in terms of trophies. Sharon Collins at the Fog drills the 3. Jayhawks at 21-12. Less than a minute to go in the first half. Kansas up 9. Collins again. Inside, he had 15. 11-point halftime lead for Bill Self's club. They would play the second half, and not with a running clock. KU up 73-57. Markieff Morris, Paul Aldridge for the jam. He had 13. Kansas, even 100.
Against Buffalo in Buffalo. You know, the Huskies have won their first 7 games this season by an average of over 24 points. Late second half, Buffalo down just 6. Rodney Pierce, 10-19 from the field, lethal from three-point range, a career-high 28. Bulls down 3. Later in the half, same score. Pay attention to Hasheem Thabeet, knocking Max Boudreau to the ground. That left him wide open for that dunk and one. Take another look. It's a top play nominee. Thabeet, 21 points, 18 rebounds, 4 blocks in 29 minutes. Under 40 to go. Buffalo down 2. Freshman Kemba Walker caused Walker to travel. That's right. Walker traveled. You can take another look. He shuffles his feet. The crowd loves it. Bulls have a chance to tie this thing against UConn. Driving the lane is Pierce. He gets his own rebound, calls a timeout. Take another look. Pierce has to alter the shot because the beat comes over. Pierce is frustrated. Said Pierce later, I was just thinking I've got to get to the basket. But the Bulls would have one more chance after the timeout. Pierce driving the lane and at the last minute dishes to Max Boudreau and he can't handle the pass. Walker comes up with a loose ball. So Walker recovers, UConn survives and improves to 8-0 as they beat Buffalo in Buffalo by 4.
This might have been the BCS title game matchup. Oklahoma hosting USC for the first time in 40 years. And here is Bradford and Griffin, the Big 12 Pac-10 Hardwood Series. The sophomores in Norman, they're both accounting for about 25 points a game, a little more, just a shade under 26 each. And this is Griffin's night. Austin Johnson up to Blake Griffin, top shelf. Sooners up 7 at halftime. Second half, it gets a little chippy. Trojans freshman Leonard Washington. Leonard gives Griffin an elbow right to the groin. Jeff Capel said our guys did show some maturity and didn't retaliate. The referee's going to look at just how bad this was, and they decide it's pretty bad. Washington has to go. He is ejected. Griffin did remain in the game. USC down 3, Daniel Hackett. Trojans on the road in Norman, back within 1. Just over 3 minutes to go. Griffin, he scored 11 of his 25 after getting elbowed. It's back to a 4-point Oklahoma lead. 3.4 to go, down 2. Hackett, he's going to try and miss this on purpose. No! Now Tim Floyd's got a foul. Cade Davis, he's trying to make them, and he can't hit 1 of 2. So Trojans get 1 desperation heave. It's not there. Sooners are 7-0. Fran Fraschilla, how about Blake Griffin?
8th-ranked Texas playing host to number 9 UCLA. Game reminiscent of last year. Remember last year, December 2nd, Texas against the Bruins, tied. 10 seconds left. DJ Augustine missing the shot, but Damian James there for the dunk. Put Texas up 2, and then next Bruins possession, Collison to Aluk Baamute, who misses the 3 at the buzzer, and Texas hung on. Pretty impressive. But let's get back to Thursday night. The present, early first half, A.J. Abrams streaking down the court, grabbing the loose ball, and then the finish. 16 points in the first half alone for Abrams. More Abrams in that first half, this time from the wing. More Abrams from three-point range, a career-high 31 points. Texas was up 9 at the break. Second half, in transition, UCLA to Josh Shipp, who knows how to finish. Next Bruins possession, Shipp again, open lane. You can't leave him that open. UCLA within 3. Later in the second half, it's Shipp for 3. He had 15. Bruins up 2, under 3 to go, tied. Abrams, long distance. 3-point lead for Texas. And then under 30 seconds to go, Collison to tie it. No, goes out of bounds, but the Bruins keep possession. Later in the possession, Shipp is fouled and shooting a 1-and-1. Shipp misses the free throw, and Damian James will grab the rebound, and Abrams is fouled to secure the win for Texas, which improves to 6-1. They've won 9 straight at home against ranked.
A&M has won 37 straight. Look at that guy in the student body. 37 straight non-conference home games, tied for second in the nation. This is A&M freshman Nathan Walkup. His first touch of the game, a go-ahead 3, their first lead of the game. A&M up by 1. Chase Budinger cannot get it done. A&M wins this one 67-66 off the walk-up.
Kyle Singler in Ann Arbor to face Michigan. Dukes actually beat the Wolverines once already this year. That was a 15-point win on November 21st, the 2K Sports Classic. Boy, Duke just couldn't throw it in the ocean early. Greg Paulus misses from three-point range. Singler misses. Singler and John Shire combined 2 for 14 on threes. And they really struggled. Duke hit 7 of 33 threes for the game. They were down by 2 at halftime. Just over 8 minutes left. Kelvin Grady. Zach Novak, the freshman, knocks it down. The reserve, he had 14 points. It's 53 apiece. Novak again for her. How about Michigan? 5.5 to play. Grady misses. Watch Deshaun Sims. He doesn't. Coming in out of nowhere. He had a career-high 28. They're up 7. And then Grady, the head fake here. Michigan wins 81-73. Wolverines beat UCLA 2 weeks ago. Now they hand Duke its first loss of the season.
About 7 to 8 Notre Dame. Can they avoid the upset against Ohio State? Got Luke Herring Goldie back. Missed 2 games because of pneumonia first half. Check out the reigning Big East Player of the Year running the floor. 25 points, 16 boards, 4th double-double of the season for him, but Buckeyes hanging tough. David Lighty misses. Evan Turner, the board misses. Freshman B.J. Mullins, like the Tidy Bowl man, cleaning up the mess with a flush. Mullins with 11 points. Over 11 minutes left. Buckeyes up 5. Joe Diebler misses, but Turner there for the putback. Turner, a career-high 28 points. He led all scores. OSU up by 7. Then later, Torrey Jackson, see me, 3 me. The lead is down to 2. Under 30 seconds to play. Jackson for 3 again. Cuts that lead to 1. Jackson with 13 points. Final 15 seconds. Notre Dame now down 3. Cal McInerney way downtown. Horrible shooting day for him. 3 for 11 shooting, just 6 points. And the Irish eyes are crying. They lose by 5. His thing, one of the most exciting players in the game. But, of course, the last time he played, not so exciting because the team he played on November 25th, Loyola, Maryland, they wanted to double-team him all night, make sure he didn't score. He didn't score. However, Davidson still won the game by 30 points. He's that effective. Held scoreless in the game. Back to the present. Game recognizing game, a reason Bron had to check him out. Davidson down by 5 here, second half. Curry making it happen. For the layup later, Curry, deep 3 in transition. Less than 10 minutes left, Curry. Oh, my man's got skills. Almost fell down and floats. Float on. Davidson up by 6. Less than 2 minutes left. Davidson leading by 1. Off the miss. Curry. Shot clock running down. Oh, no, he didn't take that. Yes, he did. Dagger. LeBron. Oh, how do you like it, Bron? Curry dropping 44 times a career high, his 4th 40-point game of his career.